Hello. So, didn't want to wait an hour for a train, so took the wrong train just to get me a little bit closer to downtown. I'm gonna run into every light here now. I'm gonna run every light here now, I should say. Commuting is really bad these days. So I'm in the heart of the Denver Tech Center, or I guess the northern part of it, I guess. One of my first contracting gigs here in Colorado was just a few blocks from here. A DSL company called Covad, one of the many startups that went bankrupt, overspent, underdelivered. Somewhere not too far away is the building of one of the consulting firms I used to work for as well. I thought I was done working down here in the tech center. So much for that. It is pretty darn warm today. It's supposed to be raining, but as you can see, we got nice clear skies right now, or partly cloudy, I guess, but very blue. Hey, Foxy. Got another 20-mile ride to downtown. Still going to be faster than the train. Unfortunately. I know I do this a lot, but how's the audio? I'm trying an external mic that I've got strapped inside my helmet. At least I'm hoping that's the audio source it's using, and not my earbuds. Thank you. It was good to see Rico streaming again. I missed most of it. Stupid meetings. After the last reorg, most of my life is spent in meetings. Hate going by these entrance ramps. You never know when people are gonna actually pay attention to somebody in the crosswalk. Yeah, the mic is right next to my mouth. I didn't preview what the route was going to be. Hopefully eventually I'll get onto either some side streets or some trails. I really don't like riding on the sidewalk, but there's not really any shoulder on these, a lot of these roads, I should say. And lots of traffic. And I'd rather ride on the sidewalk than in traffic. At least on this wheel. If I had my wheel that could keep up with traffic, I wouldn't mind it as much. Let's see, he wants me to take a right. And there's no more. Alright, well, it's one of the good things about having an electric unicycle with a big tire. I don't require sidewalks. But I'm running out of space here too. Scrape the pedal. It's another problem with this particular unicycle. The pedals are pretty low. Makes it easy to balance, or easier to balance, I should say. This is not going to work. Easier to balance, but also very easy to scrape your pedals on things. When I take this unicycle on trails, most of the problems I have is clipping the pedal on rocks. Alright, I think everybody's turning left here, so people loading in the middle of the street. That's fun. One and a half miles. At least I've got a bike lane here. I need to brighten my screen. Oh, it's as bright as it's going to get. I can barely read chat because I still haven't found a way to make chat bigger. Turn already. Jesus. No, this is an electric unicycle. Sorry if I miss anybody in chat. I really can't read it very well. And since I'm going a little faster than I go on my smaller one, it makes it even harder to read chat because I'm less willing to keep my eyes off the road, oddly enough. And this is a route I've never been on before. I've never been in this area of South Denver. Yeah, I've never bothered to report these obstructions in the bike lanes. Guy on the train with me this morning, postal worker, had a Bigode Hero electric unicycle. It's the only time I've ever seen one of those in person. They were super expensive and very underperforming for what they were paying for them. I think it was close to $5,000 when it first came out. I'm on Quincy Avenue, and it looks like I'm about to lose my bike lane. That's fun. Hopefully it picks up again on the other side. Because I definitely can't keep up with traffic with these little wheels. Oh, yeah, there's a bike lane. Hampton Avenue. So somewhere down here is where the local Colorado Aquarium Society meets. They changed locations. I haven't been to one of their meetings since they changed, because they never announce their damn meetings. They never have it up on their website. And I'm really kind of sick and tired of that club. We used to meet about a mile and a half, 2 miles west of here at Bethany Baptist Church, I think it is, or maybe no, Lutheran Church. Don't know why they got kicked out of there or why they left there, but chances are somebody didn't do their job and they got asked to leave. If their organization skills are anything to go by. Oh yeah, I try. Got full pads and helmet and all that going on, and people trying to run red lights. All right. I'm sure at some point I'll meet up with the Cherry Creek Trail. If I find an alternate route, I might take that, since I've spent a fair amount of time on the Cherry Creek Trail over the last few months. Eastman Street. Jewish Family Services. Still haven't managed to get out and do any collecting, even though I pass over and pass by lots of water around the area. I did collect some more Cory eggs this morning from the ones that they laid on the glass yesterday. I split them up between the external breeder box, a specimen container with meth blue, and another little critter carrier that I put a little powered sponge filter in. Hopefully, I'll manage to get some to survive this time. I've never managed to get them up big enough to where they're even showing colors. I think the longest I've kept any is about a week. No, it's not really legal here in Colorado. I would do kind of what what's her name does from Garden of Eden, Shelby. I would collect them, put them in a container, take pictures, and then release them again. East Yale, holy cow. It's taking me on some of the more major streets. Of course, a lot of our streets here in Denver will stop and then start again, and so it's really just a completely different street, and the new section will be completely different than the one you left. Not seeing a bike lane over there though. So bike lane heading the wrong direction. And it's a narrow sidewalk. Always fun. They give you no bike lane and a very narrow sidewalk, so if anybody's walking or walking their dog on a bike, you're kind of screwed. Come on, there we go. At least the lane is wide. It's going to have me on the Highline Canal Trail. That works. Get me the hell out of this traffic. That's a really nice trail. Highline Canal stays dry most of the year. Can't see if there's any water in it right now. Some of the group rides we've gone down into the dry canal and rode through the canal itself. No, it's still dry. Kind of surprised. Spring runoff is kind of in full swing right now. The Dillon Reservoir up in the high country, Summit County, was completely full, and snowpack was still at, I think they said 115% of normal. So they were expecting it to crest over, and they're going to really have to release a fair amount more water out of that dam into the Blue River. And they were warning people to, because of course all the rafters and kayakers are excited, but they're warning people to be careful because high water conditions changes things quite a bit. Blue River is the only river I've ever been in where I needed a dry top. It's also the only river I've ever kayaked in when I rolled. As soon as my head hit the water, I had an instant ice cream headache. That was fun. It's going to put me back on the streets. So yeah, the Blue River, at least the section we kayaked, I don't remember whether that section came out of the Dillon Reservoir or a different reservoir, but the water came out of the bottom. So of course with stratification, the water that was coming out is super, super cold. Now, of course, you get inversions every now and then, but that's pretty rare. So it was really cold. They've outlawed tubing and rafting and surfing in Boulder Creek right now until the waters go down. So I am really kind of shocked that there's no water in Highline Canal today. We definitely have plenty of water at the moment. But just barely going to make it across. Seconds to spare. I haven't gotten out to see Boulder Creek in a little bit. Last time I was there, I think I had you guys with me actually. The water wasn't all that high. That was at least a month ago. I've been watching some of the electric unicycle channels. I'm really getting jealous of the people that have newer full suspension wheels and wheels that are much faster than this. Don Champion's been riding EX30s and the Bigo GT Max. She hitting 55 miles an hour pretty regularly on her wheels. But even on a long distance ride, when she's taking it easy, she's averaging 30. And on these bumpy roads, I'm really jealous of suspension wheels and wheels that are tall enough to sit on. I definitely miss that about my biggest wheels, being able to sit. I wish I could afford to upgrade right now, but they're darn expensive. So the next, actually, I think I paid about $4,000 for the wheel that's broken right now. And of course, all the wheels I'm looking at are 4,000 and up. Yep. Turn left towards Cherry Creek Trail. And here we are on Cherry Creek Trail again for 1.5 miles. So that was Cook Park I just went through. Had a little tiny swimming pool. So yeah, I would really like to get a new wheel. Not going to happen this year. After 16 days in St. Lucia, the funds are a little bit light right now. Pause under the bridge so I can catch up on chat. Let's see, what did I miss? Yeah, they are very, very expensive. So the price I would be able to get for that smallest wheel is not going to cover much on the biggest wheel. Even if I charged you more than $2. Yeah, you can definitely get e-bikes for cheaper. E-bikes don't have all the smarts in there for balancing and all that. And a lot of e-bikes actually have smaller batteries than the bigger wheels do. But yeah, if I were going to get an e-bike, it would probably be about the same price because I would want one that goes fast and has a big battery. I was looking at a Stealth Bomber with a 8,000 watt wheel hub motor, but those only come with the 56 amp hour batteries, I think it was, where the 12,000 and 15,000 watt motors variety come with 72 watt hour or amp hour. I forget which one they go by. I wish they'd just pick a standard, because all the electric unicycles go by watt hours. Electric cars go by amp hours, and electric bikes depends on the brand. I did see that, Coral. It was pretty cool. It makes sense to mount the gears onto the brake rotor instead of onto the spindle on the hub. It's pretty funny how simple little things like that can make such a big difference. Now, if they'll put that setup on a 8,000 watt hour or 8,000 watt wheel hub motor, but something tells me they're not going to do that right away. Just a matter of time before somebody in China rips that idea off anyway. And in a few years, Bafang or one of those will have motors in that setup. I'd go with something like a Talaria or a Sur-Ron, but having pegs instead of pedals, they really are not street legal, and places are cracking down on those more and more. I'm pretty sure the push for more regulation, or a lot of the push, I should say, for more regulation of e-bikes is from the gangs of Sur-Ron and Talaria riders. If you watch some of the New York gangs and New York crew and LA groups, they ride like crazy, and they're doing tricks all up down the street in traffic, cutting through traffic. So at least with the Stealth Bomber, it still has the pedals, and the pedals still move the chain, so it's still really classified as a bicycle and not a dirt bike like the Talaria and Sur-Rons are. And the Stealth Bombers, even the 8,000, will do almost 50 miles an hour just stock. Of course, the 12 and 15,000 will do upwards of 70 miles an hour stock. And of course, you can tweak things for getting faster than that. Yeah, Coral, the internal hub motors or internal hub gears are definitely not set up for that amount of torque. I'm sure somebody can make one, but Pinion has a mid-mounted motor with their internal gearbox that mounts at the bottom bracket. The touring bike I was looking at getting last year when I was still cycling has that Pinion set up with the gearbox in the bottom bracket. And so just recently they've come out with a motorized version. Sorry, Maps is talking to me, but I think the max output on that motor is 750. Which, if you aren't an idiot like me and want to go fast all the time, 750 is fine. You definitely get more distance by not going as fast and as hard. Let's see, I should have paused there for reading chat. Sounds like you got yourself a project there, Coral. Yeah, I haven't seen the internal gear hubs with mid-drive motors. I've only seen the traditional derailleur and cassette style gearbox or gearing. I was wanting to find a different route today, or an even more different route, I should say. Unfortunately, I had some stuff going on at work. At the end of the day, when I normally wouldn't be as busy, and just catching up on email and communicating with team members and whatnot, was spent troubleshooting issues with some SSL certs. So I didn't get a chance to do that. I also didn't get a chance to hook up get my little Orange Pi setup going, so I'd be routing this through that little Orange Pi. I was able to get it to work using my desk monitor, but for whatever reason it wasn't outputting to my AR glasses. What's the clicking? That might be my collar. I've got a collared shirt on, and that collar is flapping right under my chin, and the microphone is right next to my chin. So that's probably what you're hearing. Gone 7 miles so far. 7.5 miles. I keep trying to tuck that collar up under my riding jacket, but it keeps coming out. It was driving me nuts when I was going faster earlier. How far from home am I? I think I'm still about 30 miles from home, but probably not going to ride home. Just going to ride to the train station in downtown. I think I'm about 10 miles, maybe 12 miles from Union Station. Need to get a chat bot going to read my chat to me. So the jacket is black. It's largely mesh, but it is black. So it gets pretty warm even with the mesh. I had it zipped halfway down, get some air in. Let's see, I think I can switch here. Yeah, bumps. So yeah, it's gotten mesh along the sleeves and in some areas, but it's still black and it's still damn hot. Come on, switch back. They don't want to look at my ugly mug. There we go. So I zipped it up further so it'll keep the collar in. At some point, I'm going to end up with a regular motorcycle jacket. It has even better protection than this and does a better job of sliding. This one will catch on any rough pavement and won't let you slide. And if you watch any of the motorcycle racing these days, most of the time when they wreck, they just slide and they hop right back up. And part of that is because they've got the padding that can just slide on the surface instead of grabbing and rolling them. Let's see. I was thinking about trying to find a different route. I'm not sure if this is a good spot to turn off it or not. University is a pretty busy road, so I don't necessarily really want to stay on University. Yeah, definitely not that way. And there's no bike lanes. And no sidewalk on this side over here. So back on the path. All right. I think there's a path that goes off across the other way there. Unfortunately, I can't expand my maps or I lose connectivity with the stream. Oh, that's a golf course. So that path I was looking at was for golf carts. Maybe I'll go straight. Yeah, let's go straight. Yeah, not doing that. Of course, that means I'm going to be on sidewalks until I can find a back street that heads downtown. So had I taken that left, that would have taken me downtown via the Cherry Creek Trail. Google Maps is bitching at me. Still bitching at me. Hunter Douglas. So 2 jobs ago, I worked for Hunter Douglas. Very, very expensive shades and blinds. Very good blinds, though. Don't know what street that was. I probably should have paid a little more attention. I got pedestrians on the sidewalk. Let's hit the alley over here. So I find some shade, I'll try to catch back up with chat. In these busy areas, I can't really pay attention to chat very well. I read the Nexus hubs had problems with leaking. I'm sure they've probably fixed them by now, the last time I looked into it. When I slow down and start off, that just might be the helmet. All right, I have no idea where I'm at. Some little back alley in a ritzy neighborhood. Gaylord Street, everyone's favorite street, right? In very poor area of town. Yeah, I'm not turning left there because I'm exploring. Just gonna have to make Google Maps mad at me. Westwood Drive. I think Mike Shanahan's house was somewhere in this neighborhood. It went for many millions. Little shacks. Continue on to, okay, Westwood just became 5th Avenue. No, I want to stay on 5th Avenue. Come on, somebody go. Oh, there looked like there was a park down that way. Battery's down to 77%. I was only able to get it up to 87% charging at work. Unfortunately, my high output charger blew up a while ago, so I just have the stock charger. I think that thing only charges at a couple amps. Yeah, I'll turn left. Since she insisted. Oh, now she wanted me not to turn left. All right, we're on Humboldt Street. Man, there's some nice property here. Still not a lot of space though. Kind of surprised that there's so little room between these houses. Nah, I'm going straight. It looks like a park over there, straight ahead. Although there's a nice shade here, much more comfortable. I might end up coming back that way. Is that Sphere? That's First Avenue. Yep, I'm gonna head back the other direction because the park I was looking at is a golf course. So I'll go back to Third. Other than Cherry Creek, there's not a whole lot of water until I get to downtown. Hang on. Only give you guys a tour of the slummier neighborhoods in Denver. No, I'm not turning left there. That's just going to take me back to First. And I don't want to go to First. I'm sure there's lots of pools and ponds in some of these backyards and courtyards, but can't see them. No, not making a U-turn. Let's go this way. That doesn't sound fun. Too much traffic. Go on. Go on. Hot yoga. Mediterranean Grill. It's Corona Street. I think I'm going to head over here to Fourth. There we go. I didn't like though because of Corona Street. Traffic was going a little faster than this little wheel can take me. With no bike lane. Emerson Street. Girlfriend I moved out here with, she bought her first house on Emerson Street. That was well north of here. She really wants me to go left. Nice. It's been a while since I've given blood, actually. I know it's not the same, but We used to have them come by the office pretty regularly. Of course, that was before COVID. I think I still have my Bonfils card in my wallet. Washington Street. Oh, looks like we might be coming up to First Avenue / Spear again, which takes me to the Cherry Creek Trail, which is why I'm going to ignore her again and go this way, because I'm done with Cherry Creek Trail for now. Yeah, one wheels are cool little things, but I don't think they're worth it personally. They go considerably slower than this wheel does. Well, I guess now they're going about the same speed as this wheel. They have less range than this wheel does, and they cost a fair amount more than this wheel does. All of the group rides try to avoid or try to discourage one-wheel riders from joining them, because nobody likes to wait around for them to charge. Every one-wheel group ride I go on, we go to a certain spot and they stop and plug in all their wheels, and we have to wait there for their wheels to charge before we move on. So the one I'm on is, the brand name is Kingsong. The wheel it's called an electric unicycle. People either refer to them as a wheel or EUC. Some guy here around Denver, Chooch, has a pretty popular YouTube channel riding different wheels. He was trying to get them to call them half motorcycles for a while, which I didn't really like that name. I don't know, it just never really worked for me. Let's see, it looks like that lane's slowing down. Boy, traffic. Not even driving and get stuck behind traffic. Motorcycles. Yeah. So I'm on one of the numbered streets. All of the numbered streets in this area end up in downtown. I'm on 9th right now.
I don't want it.
Huh. Strange sensations in your mouth. I wonder how it does that. Someone needs a new belt. Yeah. So I probably told the story before. I have a regular unicycle, and Performance Bikes, when it was still around before they went bankrupt, they were having a sale. I forget what the sale was, but I've been wanting a unicycle for a while, so I told them, why, since it's a half a bike, why not give it to me for half price? And they did. 12th. Do I want to take 12th? No, I don't want to take 12th. Well, that's an interesting building. No, not taking a U-turn. I'm enjoying this route, I think. Capital convenience. Some lunch, landmark tattoo, coffee and cocktails. Now there's a combination. Call your mother. Wonder what that is. Interesting named place anyway. Interesting area. I want to see what was down that street there. Denver Vapor, Hookah Lounge. Pub on Penn. Pablo's Coffee, Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's see if how far it is to 1600. School groups only. Oh, this is the Molly Brown house. Cool. The unsinkable Molly Brown. Nice. I bet she would not be pleased with the way things are going politically these days. All that she did for women's rights and suffrage and all that, and now we're rolling it all back. There's 14. Ooh, that's a cool dog. The Eternal God. Head by this cathedral I saw sticking up. Is this Colfax? I think this might be Colfax. Great Wall Chinese food. Yep, Colfax Avenue. Tom's Starlight. I think that used to be a Denver diner. I don't remember. Didn't spend too much time down this area in my partying years. Colfax is not known for being in the best place to be, as I see some people that look like they might have partaken a little too much of something. That one guy looked really out of it. Yeah, Denver Diner was almost a Denny's. It was popular place to go after dancing all night. Almost always needed to rehydrate. So that was the place to go. Back in Florida, we always ended up at crap, I just said not Perkins, the other one. One of those other crappy diners. Stream Brain. That's cool. '18th. I'll probably take 18th. City Block, Logan Street, the Warwick Hotel. No. Why do you want me to go to 19th? 19th goes the other way. Pretty sure it's a one way that way, but I could be wrong. Hop up on the sidewalk, since we got a nice wide sidewalk here. Grant Street. I think Grant Street is where the club was. Crap, now I'm drawing a blank on what club name that was. It's a goth club on Colfax Avenue. $30 years ago, I think it was, the last time I went there. So, long gone. Same with the Deadbeat Club. That was a really rundown, well-named club. One of those places that you never wanted to see with the lights on. And you didn't sit on any of the soft furniture. Ever. Not if you liked the clothing you were wearing and didn't want to fumigate it. Closest I've ever come to getting in a fight was at the Deadbeat Club. Alright, now that I'm in shade again, let's try to catch up on some chat. Oh, not much chat. Denny's, that's the one, thank you. Yeah, Denver Diner was much less of a family diner and more of just a dive. Shaped like a Bob's Big Boy, which it probably was at one point. Don't remember how long ago they went out of business. Should I go for a beer? Haven't had a beer in a week or two. Somebody coming in through the outdoor. Stout Street. Man, it is hot. It's much hotter here in downtown when you get out in the sun. All the wind is blocked from the buildings, or by the buildings, I should say. Punch Buggy Gray. And yes, my wife and I still play that game. six-pack and carry that whole thing home, that would be a well-shaken six-pack by the time I got home, and would probably explode in my backpack. I've been tempted a couple times to pick up a can or half growler, but not really a safe way to take that home. I should figure out how to get her to shut up. Because she's going to bitch and complain that I'm not heading towards Union Station now. Because I don't want to go to Union Station. 20th Street Gymnasium. There's the post office. I'm assuming that's where the guy I saw this morning, that I met this morning on the train, works with his big old Hero. Wide right. Indoor golf. There we go. And cocktails. What? Broadway, Park Avenue. Nope. Deep Space Drive-In. Don't know what that is. Somebody's ruby slipper. Park Avenue. Asterisks. I wonder if that's the open source VoIP platform. Haven't followed what happened with that product or project, whether it got purchased and privatized. It's been a while since I've tried to do anything with voice over IP. Left on 24th. Yeah, let's do it that way. I think I want 26th and Larimer, though. I might be going the wrong direction. No, I'm not turning right on Champa Street. Oh, horses. Massey, that was a nice bike. Classic Italian frame. Let's take a left on Stout, see if that'll get me to 26th. No. Turning right takes me the wrong way on that street, Google. Curtis Park Historic District. Oh. That would have been disastrous. I was not looking. Here's 25th. So, little park. Yeah, a quarter mile, take a left. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Except, all right. So over here should be that tap house and a couple of microbreweries. Come on, what are you doing? All right, if you're not going to go, I guess I will. Arapahoe. Lawrence, and then Larimer. So I'm going to end the stream here in a little bit. I make it over to Ratio Brewworks. Yeah, here's Larimer. Not on the closed off section. Although they're doing construction here. Huh. I don't know what's... no. Huh. Interesting. Ah, there's the closed section. Marine Layer. Wonder what that is. You know, I haven't been to Bierstadt in a while. I might go to Bierstadt. It's just a couple blocks west of here. That was one of our regular spots to stop and cool off on our Friday night rides before we started coming down here. Oh, a Rivian dealer. Massage boutique. There's Ratio Beerworks. Empire Lounge. And there's Bierstadt. There's a Triumph dealer. If you want a motorcycle. Ducati. Cheap, crappy Italian stuff. Nice. And there's Bierstadt. So, gonna end it when I get to the tap room over here. There's a winery and bistro as well. So, thanks for keeping me company. Gonna end the stream. I can't see what time it is. I don't know whether Foxy has started yet. I should have been paying more attention to that. But gonna end it here. Thanks, everyone.
Tables, they do it so